I'll be like, "Oh God, I didn't do it."
Oh.
Okay, so Glory, 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 thanks for joining me. I so am appreciative that you took this time, and I want to know, yeah, we just were getting started, and so tell us a little bit about you first.
All right. So I am a business coach and business strategist, and I coach women entrepreneurs that are either starting off in their business or have less than 5 years and aren't meeting their revenue goals. Um, so that's what I do.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So shake it off. You like, I want to see the juicy
Yeah.
glory. Yes, go ahead, girl. Yes, yes, yes. So you took my program, which at that time was called Unstoppable and was done in a 2-day forum. And so tell me, what are your thoughts? What did you think going in? Like, what was going on for you going in?
Um, Going in, I wasn't really like honestly wasn't really sure what to expect. And I have to say that there's like a lot you learn a lot in this course, and you're really like you're thinking about your life, you're thinking about your business, you're thinking about everything. But the thing is that I was able to open up and speak about money,
Yeah,
which has been very hard for me.
yeah, yeah.
um Now I can speak about it. Before I couldn't.
Hmm.
And one of the things that that I realized through this process of the group with you and Unstoppable was that it's very hard for me to open up about money, even to my husband,
Yeah, yeah.
right? Because I just close up like my money's my money, your money is your money, because that's how I grew up, so being able to be able to say, okay, let me speak about my money, and not just money issues, but sometimes in our business we hit a ceiling
Hmm.
and you just are stuck and you can't move forward. Why can't I make more? I need to make more, but we're stuck in our own little limiting beliefs.
Yeah.
Um, but the other thing that really, really stood out for me when you were talking about sexy and pleasure, and how sex and money intertwine,
Yes.
right? And I was super excited because there was one day that you had said, like, take pleasure in everything.
Hmm.
And not just, we weren't just talking about sex, we were talking about in every little thing that we do in our business, in our life. And I remember, like, I'm taking a shower, and you start thinking when you're in the shower and stuff, right? And I had bought this brand new, it was a Vino body wash, lavender, for stress. It was like stress, right? And
Yes.
I remember going, oh God, this smells so good. And then I was like, Glory, take pleasure in it. Caress your body, take pleasure in it. Like, I swear to God, every time I'm in the shower, the word pleasure comes up. Like, I swear, I'm not lying.
I
Every
love
time I'm in
it.
the shower and I put the body wash on, and I'm like, pleasure. Now I associate the smell of this body wash with the word pleasure.
That is so great. That is so great. I love that. I love that.
And it
And
reminds me
yep,
to slow down
slow
and
down.
enjoy what I'm doing in every moment.
I love it. I love it. And I want to say also, like you mentioned about the money, and you made such vulnerable shares. Like you just like something clicked in you, and you were like, this is nothing to be ashamed of. This is nothing to be held to hold me back. These are things that have happened that once I get connected to, I can do something about it. And I just want to celebrate you for really jumping in with that, you know?
You know what? And the thing is that you provided such a safe place for us to be
Mm.
able to share. And everybody was, I mean, how many times did we, one of us was crying or
Yes.
something,
Yeah.
or, excited and happy and stuff. But it was such a beautiful, safe space for us that we were all able to open up. Some of us took longer than others,
Mhm.
but I think everybody in the group was able to open up.
Yeah.
And I didn't feel ashamed. I was ashamed to say it,
Mhm.
but afterwards, all the support
Yes.
that everybody in the group gave each other was just totally amazing.
I
It really
love
was
it. I
amazing. And it was
love it.
transformational. It really was transformational.
That is wonderful. And of course, the pleasure side, there's pleasure and abundance, and they have a direct tie to one another. And that is always my intention, to have people like what you just said. Like I couldn't have said it better myself, is that I'm always thinking about it, always thinking about it. And so, I kind of envisioned me in the shower with you, and I was like, whoa, but I'm not in the shower with you, but I but I am. I'm glad that my voice comes to you and says, hey, this is something that, that you deserve. And one last thing before we go, I remember that you told me a story about a pool.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Yes. 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 So the pool story. All right. So I love to swim. I love the ocean. The beach is my go-to place for serenity. If I need to just calm down, whatever. I love the ocean. I love swimming. But ever since I covered up, I've been wearing my scarf for 8 years now. I, don't wear a bathing suit. So I just wear, either tight pants and a big t-shirt or whatever to go swimming. But I don't even like to do that because I've lost a lot of weight.
Hmm.
And so I had all this extra skin. And so I've always felt uncomfortable.
Hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
So I remember our workshop was Saturday and Sunday.
Yep.
Right. So I think it was Saturday after our workshop, or was it Sunday after our workshop? I think it was Sunday after our workshop. Um, my grandsons were over, my mom was over, and we were like, oh, let's go to my uncle's house to the pool, which we do all summer long.
Yes.
But I never went in the pool at my uncle's house. I never went in the pool. And that day I kept saying to myself, just get in the pool, enjoy yourself, have fun. It's just family.
Yeah.
And I jumped in the pool for the first time oh my God, in 8 years. I was like, oh my gosh, Glory. So it was because of, this safe space that you provided for us, everything that we learned. And it truly just, I was like, oh my gosh. So I didn't just go in once. I kept going back.
Oh,
So
I
I've
love
gotten
it.
in the pool and I was like, I don't care, so it was cool.
I
It
love
was
it. I
nice.
love it. And so, two last questions. The first one is, so what has happened now? We see that you are in the pool and more comfortable with your body. We see that you've been talking about money and really working through those things. And so, what's next for you?
Oh my gosh. So well, actually, the universe, right? This is what happens. So after we had our program, I've had complications with hernia repairs and stuff like that. So I
Mhm.
went in to go see my doctor, and he's like, hey, we can do the skin removal. And I've been working with insurances, so I know how to deal with them get them to approve the skin removal. After 14 years,
Yes.
it was approved, and I
Woo!
had my surgery, and they removed 10 pounds of extra skin.
Wow. Wow.
So my
Wow.
confidence now, I feel, I'm still recovering because I'm only
Yes.
2 months out. I'm still recovering, but my confidence is through the roof right now
Oh
because
my
now I feel good.
God.
I'm like, oh my God, I can't wait for summer to come so I can buy, my our what we call burkini, right?
Yes.
It's
Yes.
kind of like a wetsuit,
Yep.
with a scarf on top. So I'm like super excited
Oh my
because
God.
not only that, but now I feel that I can go bike riding because before I couldn't ride the bike because my
Yeah.
stomach was in the way.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God.
I even doing yoga
Yeah.
and exercises, there's some things that I couldn't do because of the extra skin was pulling down.
Yep.
And so I'm telling my doctor, like, when can I go back to exercise? I can't wait.
Oh,
I can't wait to exercise. I can't wait to be able to exercise.
I love it. I love it. I
Mhm.
love it. And on the job and money and all that stuff front, what's
So
going on
on
there?
the job, since the beginning of the year, I've been thinking about leaving my full-time job
Hmm.
to pursue my passion with the business coaching and do that full time. And just things fell into place that are still falling into place. And I am happy to say that, By the end of the year, I will be a full-time entrepreneur.
Woo, woo, woo. Well, that's what happens. I mean, just thank congratulations because I noticed that and you may not remember this, but I remember when you used to I met you in a business setting
Yes,
and you still were talking about your day job.
good job.
You weren't owning that I'm a business owner. And so when I asked you what you do now, you didn't even say like this is what I
I know,
do, but I
right?
have a business. It's so different. And that's really, really wonderful. And when I heard that story about the pool, like I remember you calling me, you were like, I went in the pool. And I was like, yay. And so I just want to say thank you so much for putting your trust in me, for just going for it. And it was a beautiful, wonderful experience to support you in this journey. And I can't wait to see what else happens.
Oh,
And
exciting.
yes, it is. And so what would you tell people about, like if they're hesitating about working with me or joining Sexy Money in any form, because I've done it in a bunch of different ways.
Mhm.
What would you say to them?
Don't overthink it, people. Just do it. Join the program. You're not going to regret it. That, like I said, you provide such a safe space that we're able to be vulnerable and to open up about things that we normally would not share. Sometimes not even with our own spouses.
Yeah, yeah.
And so it was just such a safe space. It was amazing. And then you get to work with other women, which is it truly was for me transformational, as you can see. And I'm still, it's a couple of months out of the program. And like I said, every time I go in the shower, I'm like, all right, stop, breathe, pleasure.
Mhm.
So it's and I do that even like when I walk, because I like to walk and go hiking, and I do admire nature and stuff like that. But it reminds me to stop, breathe, and take it all in.
I love it. I love it. Thank you, Glory. Thank you so much. It is great to see your beautiful smiling face. I'm so excited and we'll be connected forever because, I
Absolutely.
I do not just do the work and then I'm like, okay, like I'm still here. So much love and I'm so excited for you.
All right. Thank you for
Yay.
having me.
Thank you.